couldn't deny it. But in his wording, the way he asked me, I think was purposeful. He didn't say, I want you to come pray. He didn't ask me to come worship. He said, I want you to come sit with me. And I couldn't deny him of that. But when Randy asked me that, it kind of, a little bit of turmoil with some of our friends, some of our mutual friends. They all assured Randy, Reinwald won't come to church with you. No way. And Randy never faltered in his belief that I would be here for him. But the Monday after I came, I got a phone call from one of these friends. And they said, why would you have done that? Why would you go to church for Randy and pretend to be something that you're not? And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't go to church for me. I went to church for Randy. What they were referring to, and when I told Randy, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. I don't have religion in my life. Absolutely none. I'm going to ask you a question, but I don't want you to answer it because I'm going to answer it for you. Does that make me a bad person? No. Because I have so many... I have so many good Christian friends in my life that will tell me, I can't judge you, Aaron, but I'm going to pray for you. I can't judge you, Aaron, but God loves you. I can't judge you, Aaron, but be aware, not in a warning way, a malicious way, or a bad way, but be aware in a warm, caring, loving, educational way. One day you and you alone will stand and be judged by one. And I accept that as my Christian friends' views wholeheartedly. And they accept me for who I am and don't judge me. So that's who the message is coming from today. I had to be open and honest because I can't be deceitful in any way, shape, or form. If this came out afterwards, some of you might went, well, he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not going to wear sheep's clothing. So I came to church with Randy, and afterwards I walked up to Pastor Randy and I shook his hand and I said, nice service, good sermon. Now you're probably all wondering, well, how, if you don't have religion in your life, how could you possibly know what that is? My grandfather, Leo Horner, was ordained in 1951. And in his 45 years of ministries, from Indiana to North Bend, Oregon, to Hood River, to Silverton, my grandfather was counselor and spiritual guide for thousands of people. And so I was at my folks, and my mom was going to throw away this big suitcase. I said, what's in there? She goes, your grandfather's sermons and all this years. I said, I'm going to go through it. So I went through the whole thing. I read everything in there, and one of them really stuck with me. And that's what I told Randy. But when I came to church, the sermon for the day, bet you think I wasn't listening, right? The sermon for the day was about keeping God in your heart at all times. Don't just go to him when things are bad. And you keep him there for protection. See? I was listening. So we walked outside, and in the 28 years Randy and I have been friends, the one constant with him, when we see each other, I would always look him in the eye, I would always shake his hand and give him a hug and tell him I love him. Why I didn't get religion from my grandfather, I got compassion and love for my fellow man. And I love Randy very much. And so we went outside, and Randy grabbed some taco salad out the back, and I grabbed a bottle of water. We went back there and we visited. And I told him something for the first time ever. Not only did I love him, but that I was proud of him. Because he's been fighting this, looking for shelter from the storm for a long time. This isn't Randy's first run around with church. And I was proud of him. I think from the love of a good woman, the love of a good congregation, and the wise words from a good pastor, Randy's going to save himself. Those are the tools that have given him to help Randy. So out there in the parking lot, we're talking there. I said, I'm going to tell you a story now, young man. He looked at me. This is the story that I got, the sermon I got out of my grandfather. auctioneer held out the violin. He said, "Who'll give me $3 for this dirty, dusty, out-of-tune violin?" And no one bid. And he held it out again. He said, "Who'll give me $2 for this dirty, downtrodden, out-of-tune violin?" And the crowd was silent. And finally he said, "Folks, it's charity. Someone give me $1." And an old man walked from the back, and he took out his handkerchief, and he dusted off the violin, and he tightened the strings, and he rosined the bow, and he placed it to his cheek, and he played a song more beautiful than the angels could sing, and handed it back to the auctioneer. And this time the auctioneer held it high and said, "Who'll give me 1,000? There's 1,000. Who'll give me 2? There's 2. Who'll give me 3? There's 3. 3,000. Once, twice, thrice, sold." And the crowd cheered. And the young lady approached the auctioneer and said, "I don't understand. What happened? What changed the value of the violin?" And the auctioneer smiled and simply looked down and said, "It was a touch of the master's hand." Now, many a soul is dirty, downtrodden, and out of tune. And all they truly need is a touch of the master's hand. I believe that to be true. And I will tell each and every one of you, I have love in my heart for all of you. And just like I told Randy, if this is what you need in your life to keep on the straight and narrow, I am so happy for you. And I'll tell all of you after coming here again, I think you have a wonderful place to worship and a wise spiritual leader in Randy. And all I ask you to do, if you need this, keep coming, please. Okay? But most of all, follow his lead.